Positive thinking is everywhere. It's in self-help books, motivational talks, and plastered across social media in the form of quotes and affirmations. The message is simple. If you think positively, good things will follow. There is truth in this idea. Our mindset can shape how we react against challenges and opportunities. But when positive thinking is treated as a panacea, it can actually make life harder. Many men who struggle with anxiety, grief, or low self-esteem find that just being positive doesn't touch the depth of what they are going through. In some cases, it can even feel invalidating, as if the real pain is being brushed aside. In counseling, I have seen how important it is to acknowledge the full picture rather than papering over difficulties with positivity alone. Why then positive thinking on its own doesn't work? And are there any more productive alternatives? Hello, this is George, a counselor and psychotherapist. Welcome to Unspoken. In this channel, I talk about men's mental health, fatherhood, grief and loss, and religious trauma. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. Positivity becomes toxic when it pushes us to ignore emotions we would rather not face. Sadness, anger, fear, and grief aren't signs of weakness, they are natural responses to life. If we tell ourselves to just focus on the bright side, we might bury those feelings, but they don't disappear. Take grief as an example. No mantra or affirmation can erase the heartbreak of losing someone. Positive memories may bring comfort, but if they are used to avoid pain, the healing process stalls. In counseling, people are often surprised by how freeing it feels to give sadness, anger, or even guilt the space to be felt instead of pushed away. But it risks becoming a trap when it encourages passivity. Believing that things will work out without taking practical steps can keep us stuck. For example, someone is dealing with work-related stress might repeat to themselves that tomorrow will be a better day, but if they don't set boundaries, ask for support, or seek help, the stress remains. Working with a counselor online or face-to-face can help balance optimism with action. Therapy often blends hope with honesty, helping people see where positive reframing is useful and where concrete change is needed. There is also a common belief that you can overcome anything if you just believe in yourself. While self-belief matters, it isn't the whole story. Resilience doesn't come from avoiding pain with positivity. It develops when we face challenges, adapt, and find ways to cope. Real resilience often grows through struggle. Setbacks, while difficult, can deepen our capacity to endure and recover. In counseling, clients often discover strengths they didn't know they had. Not because they denied their problems, but because they engaged with them fully. If we only look at the positives, we risk making poor decisions. Imagine someone staying in a damaging relationship because they keep telling themselves, if I stay positive, things will change. By focusing only on potential good, they ignore the very real harm being caused. A healthier approach is to have an honest view of both risks and opportunities. In therapy, this often means reality checking situations, weighing options, and making choices that honor both your hopes and your limits. Many people feel drained by the pressure to stay upbeat. Smiling when you feel broken inside creates a disconnect that increases stress and anxiety. It can also create shame. If I can't be positive, something must be wrong with me. But nothing is wrong with you for feeling what you feel. True well-being comes from authenticity, not forced positivity. That means letting joy arise when it's there, but also giving yourself permission to feel sadness, frustration, or fear without judging yourself for it. Counseling supports this kind of authenticity by creating a space where all emotions are welcome. So, if positive thinking on its own doesn't work, what does then? Real growth usually comes from a combination of self-awareness, helps you to understand your feelings and patterns. Resilience helps you to build the capacity to recover from setbacks. By taking practical steps, you can make realistic, grounded changes. And looking for support, leaning on friends, family, or professional counseling. Positivity has its place, but is not a standalone fix. When combined with action, reflection, and support, it can be powerful. On its own, though, it often leaves us stuck. Life isn't about staying endlessly upbeat, it's about being real. Some days will feel heavy, others hopeful. Both states matter. Positive thinking can light the way, but it's not enough to carry us through the darker stretches. If you are ever felt frustrated that thinking positive isn't solving your problems, you are not alone. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do is admit that things are hard and then reach out for support, whether through online counseling or finding a counselor near you. There is real value in having a space where positivity isn't forced and where your full, authentic self is welcome.